guys. Sorry I had to go to the wrong screen there for a second. Glad you guys are all here. I'm actually on time. I'm so happy. Oh, hi, Melissa. And you're on time too. Yay. I've been late the last couple of weeks, so we're both happy. Oh, thanks for liking and sharing, Marv. I appreciate that. Hi, Diana. Glad you're here. Hi, Ann and Marva. Oh, I said hi to you, Marva. I'm going from the bottom up. And Marva's from Northeast New York. Glad you guys are here. Oh, hi, Cindy. And let's see. Oh, Ann always said hi. Okay. Hi, Kathy. Glad you made it. Hi, Robin from Martinsville. So you're home tonight. Okay, I'm holding my hands because it's a little cold down here. Usually it's kind of warm, but I turned the dehumidifier off so you wouldn't have to hear that. And I think it got a little cool. It's got pretty hot today, so the air's been running a little more than usual. Okay, well, I think we've got some people on, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Tonight, I'm going to teach you how to do the double easel card. One is going to be the basic double easel card. The next one is pretty much the same thing, but there's a little window that's in it. I saw somebody do that. It was, I was going to drive me nuts. I will think of her name, Sue Moore. I love her card. She does a really good, SU is her first name and MOHR. So she does really good work. So she did a window in hers. And I thought, ooh, I'm going to try that. So I think you're going to like it. Let's see, I got some more people pop. Oh, hi, Joan. Glad you could make it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get this ticker up. You can read that. That's about my thank you gifts. I'm going to tell you more about that here when the video's over. I always do thank you gift. Well, not always. I have been for a long time. I'm going to change things up a little bit. I'll tell you about that here in a minute. But these thank you gifts are good through August 25th. That's next Monday. So I'll tell you about that here near the end of the video. I do have door prizes. I will tell you about that here in just a minute too. You're going to see some hashtag door prizes already. The way it works, I can just hurry to give you a recap real quick. If you live in the United States and you do want to be part of the door prize drawing tonight, then you have to do hashtag door prize. I will show that real quick. And you need to type it in just like you see it there on the screen. It's all one word, all small letters, no caps. And make sure you do that hashtag. So no spaces, hashtag, use the hashtag, and all small letters. And tonight, I usually give my cards away. I've got one to give that still needs to be drawn for last week's live. I always do one for the people that watch the live, and then I also do one for the people that watch the replay. So I'm doing two cards tonight. So the first card I'm doing tonight will be anybody watching the live that does hashtag door prize. Also, you do need to live in the United States. I think I covered that a minute ago. Replay people, you'll get in on the second card I'm making. And the live people, you get two chances. So you get a chance to win one tonight, and you also get a chance to win the replay, the one I'll announce next week. So I'll tell you about that here in just a minute. Let's see, I got some more people that came on. Let's see. Oh, hi, Kathy Sanford. Glad you're here. I think your name didn't pop up earlier, and I don't know why. That's weird. Okay. So I started going down the list, and I said hi to Robin. So I must have either just showed up or I didn't see it. Hi, Crystal. Glad you're here. Joan, I'm pretty sure I said hi to you, but she's in Washington State. I do know I forgot to say that. Okay. Hi, Myra. Glad you're here. And Marilyn Didemeyer. Glad you're here. And Diana Vinci and Arlene Henderson. Glad you guys are all here. Okay, what I'm going to tell you about, I've got a couple announcements. I have decided at first I was not really giving up, but I'm a little farther away from getting the incentive trip than I was last year. I mean, last year's the first time I'd ever earned the incentive trip. Was trying for this year, got all behind. A lot of you that have been following me for a long time, you know I was sick back in January about the whole month. And I got way behind, and it's been a struggle trying to get caught up because you got to do everything that's current plus catch up on everything you missed, and it's been crazy. Pretty much getting caught up now, but that got me behind on getting the incentive trip. So I've got a little over 8,000 points I still need to get. That's a lot for the month and a half. But Shannon West had contacted me yesterday, and she gave me a big long list of ideas. And that got me motivated. So I'm going to try. I'm not going to get all bummed out if I don't get it. If the Lord wants me to get it, I'll get it. But I just want to share that with you. And I'm going to be doing some different things. So like right now, I'm going to still finish up these thank you gifts that are good through August 25th. August 25th. And then I'm going to do some things I haven't done before. So I think you're going to like them. I have done product shares, though. I'm going to do a paper share from the mini catalog and the new online exclusives. And I will tell you more about that here in the next couple days. I'll be able to start taking pre-orders next Tuesday because we have to wait till Tuesday to send you guys invoices. You can actually sign up to get them now, and then I'll send you invoices next Tuesday. But I'll give you more information about that in a couple days. But there's some other fun things like mystery boxes and things like that when you order from me. So I'll tell you about that, and I'll keep you updated on whether I get it or not. So I just want to give you a heads up on that. Okay. And the trip is to Alaska. It's a cruise. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. Oh, hi, Tina. Glad you could make it. And Debbie Franklin, glad you're here from Vermont. And Ruth Westaway, glad you're here too. Okay, I'm going to tell you we just got some new updates today, and I know you're going to want to hear about them. You might have already heard about them. So I'm going to go ahead and switch screens real quick because I've got some things to show you. We are not going to have well, I really don't need to show you this. It's more for me to see. Actually, let's go to me, and then I will show you because they're pictures you're going to want to see. You don't care about looking at this piece. But cling stamps, which are the red rubber stamps that we have, are going to be discontinued. The reason they're doing it, I have noticed this for last year, at least the last year. They've been having a harder time getting the materials to make the red rubber, and it just keeps getting harder and harder and harder. So they've decided we're just going to be doing photopolymer from here on out. If they'd done this a few years ago, I wouldn't have been that happy about it because the cling stamps did such a better job. The rubber stamps would stamp a lot clearer. They have come such a long way with photopolymer. I can't get over the detail that photopolymer has now. Those are the clear stamps, by the way, and that's what I'm going to be using here tonight, so you'll know what I mean if you don't know what photopolymer stamps are. But so I'm not upset about this at all. I actually like the photopolymer a lot because I can see right where I'm stamping. So that's going to start with the November 2025 online exclusives. Everything will be photopolymer. Let's see, the last printed catalog that's going to have the cling stamps is the one that's just starting at the September-December mini catalog. Actually, we'll start the first Tuesday in September, which I think is the 3rd. I think that's what it is. The last online exclusives that'll have cling are what's going on right now, the ones that's come out in September. Well, I shouldn't say going on right now. We got to pre-order them, so that's why I have to keep reminding myself. Customers, you guys get to start getting those beginning the same day, September 3rd, that first Tuesday. Let me see if I'm giving you the right date. I think I am. I always want this calendar pop up. Oh, I guess it's Wednesday because I do believe it's the 3rd, though. I thought I had. Oh, I forgot to bring the mini over here. That's okay. I do believe it's the 3rd. Second doesn't sound right, so I think it's the first Wednesday when it starts. Okay. Well, hi, Lynn. Glad you're here from Stockton, California. Let's see here. Oh, Joan says she's okay with it. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, there are big changes. I just want to let you know about that. Let's see. It says in December 2025, all cling stamps in the September to December mini catalog will move to last chance. So any of the cling stamps that are in that mini, they're going to go into last chance starting December or whatever that second Tuesday is in December. So just to give you a heads up on that, so you want to make sure you get those. If you like one of the cling stamp sets in the mini, those are definitely going to last chance. You want to get those before they disappear. They're going to be while supplies last. Let's see here. Then the annual catalog in April 2026, all the cling stamps in the annual catalog will be gone also. So any cling stamps on the site actually that are in the annual catalog and the old cling stamp sets that carried over will be gone after April or go on the last chance in April. I think that's really all. Some of this stuff is kind of repeating itself. So in April, all remaining cling stamps that Stampin' Up offers will be on the last chance list. So the next annual catalog will just have photopolymer. Now, one thing, there'll be mixed things on this. The Stampin' Right markers are going to be discontinued. The sales on those have gone down over the years since Stampin' Blends have become really, really popular. And also, like when you color on stamps with your markers, you can't use the blends, but you could use the Stampin' Right markers. it never worked right on the photopolymer. I don't know if any of you ever noticed that. I would always try to make it work on photopolymer, and it would kind of bubble. I could never get it to look right. I think I tried it with the Tractor and Company uh, class I did a while back, and I could not get that rooster to look very good. It worked better on the cling stamps, and since we're not going to have the cling stamps anymore, they just went ahead and discontinued those. So you'll be able to get those. They're going to be around though. It's through April, so April they'll go in the last chance list until while supplies last. So I'm going to give you a heads up on that. But the Stampin' Blends will stay around. And oh yeah, some people are talking about the packaging. Packaging is changing. I'm going back and forth on this too. I do kind of like having my stamps up on my shelf, but they're going to be in little envelopes. I'm going to show you the picture of that, so I'll switch pictures here in just a minute. It's pretty much the same timeline as what I said with the how the cling are going to go away. Since we're not going to have any of the cling anymore, they don't need to have the CD packaging. They can make them thinner now. So I'll show you pictures of what it's going to look like. They're still kind of going to be the shape of the packaging we have now, but it will take less room on your shelf if you put it on the shelf. I do believe you could also put them in little storage boxes. I can't remember if they're going to offer storage boxes. I don't know if they tell us or not. Okay, I'm not seeing anything here, but they could, oh yeah, they're just sized to fit in a variety of organization systems. So you could definitely put them in a little box and be able to file through them just like that's how I do my dies. So the die packaging and the stamps are going to be in those these little envelopes. And I'll hurry up and switch this so you can see the picture. There we go. So you can kind of tell they look like they're about the same shape. And that looks like, to me, with her holding it, to me, that looks pretty close to the dimensions this way anyway, as the ones we have now. It might be a little thinner and taller. That might be a little bit of the difference, because let's compare how I'm holding it. Yeah, it does look like, it's hard to tell. It does look like it might be a little narrower and a little longer, but I did not do any measurements. But that's what they're going to look like, and this will give you a better look. That's how thin they're going to be, so it's going to be a lot like the die envelopes now, and it's going to be a little, that's how it opens up. It's a little hard to tell that picture. But it's similar to the way the dies open and close now. But they're all going to be the same size. So it's going to make it easier. You can file your dies and your stamps together. So change is always hard for everybody. I know we all like how things are set up right now. I've been doing this for 21 years. I'm going to go to me again. I've been doing this for 21 years, and I've always gotten used to any of the changes, and a lot of times, not every time, I'm not going to lie to you. There have been a couple things I've been real happy with, but then they end up changing it when a lot of demonstrators complain about it. But this, I have a feeling we're all going to get used to it, and we're not going to mind it near as much. I have to admit, like I said, I kind of like looking up and seeing my stamps on my shelf, but if I can put them in little boxes, keep in alphabetical order, and just thumb through them real quick, that might actually be good. I'll have more room to put stuff on my other things on my shelf. That I might be able to organize some other things. So I think it's going to work out just fine. It's always hard to deal with change, but I want to give you guys a heads up on that. Okay. Yeah, Debbie's saying she's going to miss having a name on the spine. That is going to make it a little harder, but we'll see how that works. If we have to put them in little boxes, it may not be too bad. Yeah, Lynn, I'm with you. Lynn Coots talking about how it's going to save space. So I have a feeling it's going to be, yes, we may be getting rid of the spine, but it's going to be a lot less storage. I remember people were so upset when we got rid of the wood blocks. I know there's still some people that miss that, but that took up so much room, and we were so happy when they put them in the little CD, DVD cases. They're like DVD cases because it took up less room. So people got used to it, and everybody ended up really liking it. So I'm hoping that's what happens with this one. Okay, I see a bunch of people saying they're looking forward to the new changes. I think it's all going to be just fine. Okay, I don't want to diminish those of you that are a little worried. Hopefully you'll get to liking them. But I do understand about the spine, because I have to admit, that one I'm going to miss a little bit, but I think I'm being able to keep them in a smaller area is going to be even better for me. So it's just got to figure out which is the best. Let's see here. I'm not going to be able to see all a bunch of people started commenting when I was on here. Sorry about that. Hi, Celia. Glad you're here. Yeah, Crystal says she likes the clear sets better. So I think just everybody has different preferences. But I know we got through the wood maps going away. So I think we'll get through this too. But I know it's change is really hard. I totally get it. Believe me. Um, and yeah, Mary Catherine's worried they might be harder to find. I'm hoping maybe if I can find a box to put them in and I can just file through like I do my dies, it may not be that hard to find them, but we'll see. If I come up with a really neat way of storing them, I will let you guys know. I promise. But right now, I gotta wait till we can get them. Hopefully, it's not gonna be that hard. Hi, Dana. Yes, Cheryl mentioned something I totally forgot. They're putting images on the dies, so that's like right now. Oh, I forgot to get these out. These are what the dies are in now, so it's similar. So here's you just open them up and get your dies out, but no pictures. There are going to be pictures on these with the new packaging. I'm really happy about that too. I think that's going to be great because we always had to open them up, and I'm going to have to open this up anyway, so I might as well to get all the dies out. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, I put these on magnet sheets myself, so I didn't want you to think if you hadn't bought dies before, they come on a card, like a thin cardboard, and it's thicker than cardstock, but a little bit of cardboard, and they're taped on there. Then I take them off and put them on a magnet sheet that I get on Amazon. I'm gonna put that over here. So you've gotten a sneak peek of one of the dies I'm getting ready to show you. Let's see. I think a lot of you are saying about the same thing. Yes, American, they do look like the envelopes. It looks like and they said they're going to change them a little bit. So maybe they're just meaning the pictures. So maybe it is going to be just like this in these envelopes, but these might change. I just know they're going to be the same size. I haven't done any measuring to see if they're the exact, but I do know they're going to be putting pictures on the dice. So I'm really excited about that. Okay. Kathy says she's looking forward to the changes. I see hashtag door prizes. Oh, Melinda, I want to make sure. I just saw your hashtag door prize. You put a space, which is so easy to do. Believe me, whenever I do hashtags on Instagram, I'm always having to back up because I always put a space in it because it's so easy to do. You're just used to doing it. You need to type that in again, hashtag door prize, just like you see it there on the screen without the space. The only reason I'm being picky, it's not me. The program I use that pulls all the comments in the drawing, it has to be typed in just right for it to recognize it. So if you haven't done it already, you might want to hurry up and type that in real quick again because I don't want you to miss out on getting in on the door prize. Very good point, Syl. She said, so maybe when I find a die in my craft room, I can actually figure out where it goes. Yes, you can. That is probably going to help me a lot too. I usually count them, but then I'd rather just look at the picture really quick and see if I got them all in there. That's a very good point. Okay. Let's see. It looks like there's something. You guys might want to look for Cheryl. Just saw Ann asking Cheryl something, and now I can't find it. She said something about some storage system. Oh, here. Okay, Color My Life. I'm going to have to look over the comments. Cheryl, I missed it, and I'm not going to. I'll try to find it later. Oh, and Debbie says she bets Stampin' Storage will come up with something. I bet they will. I bet you're right. Okay. Oh, and Crystal says she already puts her retired sets in envelopes. Okay. All righty. See Dana. Okay, there we go. I was making sure. Oh, hi, Patty. I just saw your good evening. Glad you're here. Okay, so we've gone over all the changes. So now we're going to start doing some of the fun stuff here. I hope I didn't miss any of your questions. But if I did, I will go look over them. I didn't get to look over the comments like I normally do last week just because I was getting ready for that craft retreat, which, by the way, had a blast. It was much needed time off. I loved it. Okay, there, I think I'm all ready. So let's go ahead and do the door prize real quick from last week. Getting a little late start because I usually don't talk about business stuff right at the beginning. Let's see here. But this is, I want to hurry up and go over these two. Terry McAdams, you won this last week. You usually watch like the replay. I'm hoping you can watch this week. You won this card. So I can't, it seems like you watch on YouTube. If you look it down the video description, in any of my videos, you'll see a contact me link. Click on that and give me your mailing address, and I'll get this mailed out to you right away. So that is Terry McAdams. And then Jan Pileski, you won this one last week, and I haven't heard from you. I can't remember if you watch on YouTube or Facebook, and I just realized, I hope you're hearing me. Now you can. I had my microphone way up in the air. I'm sorry about that. But you won this one. So I need you to, if you're watching on Facebook, just message me from my page, or you can, if you're watching on YouTube, do that same thing I just told Terry, to click on the contact me link down below in the video description. Okay, so I want to make sure, because I didn't want them to miss out on getting those cards. Now, tonight, I've got the wheel all set up. Everybody that watched the live last week and commented during the replay this past week is in the drawing for this. This is the last card I made for my, what is this set called? The Artistic Leaves stamp set. This is in the online exclusives right now. You can purchase this. I also use that beautiful sunflower embossing folder, which I do believe is out of stock right now, but they've got more coming on the way. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready for this. Let's switch screens and see who's going to win. So everybody's names are on that screen. Grab my Post-it notes. Oh, my pencil disappeared. There's a pen. Okay, so I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, Maya. I think I saw your name earlier. So I hope you're still watching. I do, no, wait a minute. I do believe I have your address. Never mind. So I will just put you down, because I just remember I do have that. Almost seems like you might have won not too long ago, but I'm not going to take it away from you. The wheel makes the decision, not me. Okay. So congratulations, Myra. You won this one. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little thing in the background. There we go. Sorry if the screen got messed up. It doesn't like it when I turn off the screen share, but I need to. I forget to sometimes, and it messes up the video if I don't. Oh, thanks, Sil. I'm glad you like the card. Okay, so that was last week's. This week is going to be the 2 cards I'm making here tonight, and you'll see those here in just a minute, because I'm going to start in just a second. So I think that's all. That is all I need to do. So before the cards, so I'll go ahead and start. And this is like a class, since I'm going to teach you how to do a fun fold. It's not one of my card class at homes, but I think you're going to like it. So the way this works, I'm actually, oh, you know what? First, I'm going to show you the bundle, and I forgot I brought all the DSP over with me. Okay. Oh, yeah, Patricia's talking about how it's not going to fit her storage things right now. Let's see. Yeah, that is what they did say. They'll have, at least if people still want to buy them, they're going to have the CD cases available to purchase, at least for a while. Okay. Oh, good, Myra, you're on. Okay. So I will get that mailed out to you, because I know I do have it. Okay. Oh, and Debbie said, Dana, your door prize is spelled wrong. You might want to check that out, Dana. That's easy to do. Okay. Now, I know I missed some comments. I see a bunch of congratulations. You guys are the best. Oh, Patty, the name of the leaf, it's not a bundle. It's just a stamp set. Like with that card, I actually fussy cutted those, but it's Artistic Leaves is what the stamp set's called. It's in the online exclusives. Okay, so I'm going to be using Spooky Halloween for the first one, my first Halloween card of the year, and the next one will be my first Christmas card of the year. But this is available right now in the online exclusives. It's not one that's just getting ready to come out. This came out at the beginning of July. It's such a cute set. I love it. Now, the only die that I used is the fence. And that's because I'm going to use some die cuts that come in the paper that are part of this suite. The suite is called Spooky Sweet. Sweet. It's SWEET, of course, but then Sweet SUITE. So that's the bundle that's in it. If you purchase just the stamp set, it's $19. If you purchase just the die set, it is $31. But if you want both of them, make sure you use that bundle number, and you'll get 10% off, which will make it only $45 to get both of these. But this is such a cute set. And the only stamp I'm going to use is the Happy Halloween. like I said, I'm going to be using a lot that goes in this paper. I'm going to bring this over. Here is the paper. I'm going to show you the die cut page first. Oh, I'm not showing the whole screen. I'm going to move this a little bit. Look at all these cute die cuts. I love them. I've already popped out the ones I'm using. But since these two, I had two that are exactly the same. So that was actually the hippo I used. So I just grabbed the other one in my other sheet. So I'm using the hippo. There are two trees. So I grabbed the other tree in my other sheet because you get two sheets of these die cuts. So I'm using the hippo that's looking to the left, the tree. Then there were these two birds looking to the left, and that worked out perfect for my cards. So I'm using this one. And then I grabbed one of the bats, and I do believe that is it. Yes, that's it. So a tree, one of the hippos, a bird, and one of the bats. And there are quite a few bats in there. So you get two sheets. This is a 12 by 12 pack. And then, I'll put that at the bottom. Then there's this one. I have not cut this out yet. So you can see there are a bunch of banners and tags. So the trick to this is to cut along this long line here, and then you can start cutting this way to get those cut out. So a lot of neat little tags and banners. And this is what the other side looks like. The die cuts only are one-sided. Okay. Then there's this cute one. And this side. It's a really good Halloween set. Then there's this one with a bunch of windows. And this side. Got some like little scratches, kind of a linen look maybe. And then this side, this is what I'm going to be using. I'll give you a little close up. It's got a bunch of little candies and stuff. So that's what I'm going to be using on tonight's card. And this is the other side. It's got a little orange in it. Pumpkin pie, that to be specific. And then last but not least is this one. There's this side, but then you've got all of these here to cut. And I thought, this is the one I'm using on my card. So instead of cutting ahead of time, because I wanted you to be able to see the whole sheet. Here, I got to move some things around here. I'm going to show you how to cut this real quick. So whenever they give us a bunch of sections, you always want to do the longest one first. So I'm going to measure this. I think this is at 5 1/4. Let me look here. If I go to 5 1/4, yeah, I can see my little track right here, and it's going right along this line here. So I'll get this spin the screen a little better. So I've got this at 5 1/4 inches. So you want these 3 sections here on the left when you measure. Cut. And then you have got this great big piece that would be, you could cut up if you want to. You can even do another strip here if you just want this border here, or you could keep it all together and put this on the bottom of a scrapbook page. So if you wanted to make this pink one all by itself, you want to do it 2 inches. So you just do a 2-inch one here. And then this could be a neat little border that you could cut up for cards, or you could use it on the scrapbook page, like I said. And this you can either cut these right where the houses meet, or you can keep it all together for a neat border on a scrapbook page. Now with these, now I want to cut along 4 inches. So I'm going to, since I need the middle one, I'll just go ahead and I need to cut all of them. I'm double checking to make sure that line right there is going right there along the groove in the trimmer. So I've got that one, and then get this one at 4 inches. That looks lined up pretty good. Cut. So I've got these 2 for another card, and this is the one I'm using here tonight. Yeah, Jeanne, I love this DSP too. Every once in a while, we have a Halloween DSP that I'm not real crazy about. I really like this one. This is adorable. Okay, so that's all I need for the DSP. I want to show you how to cut that. And I'm going to show you the DSP on the second card too. But right now, we'll go ahead and start making this Halloween card. You need, it does take a lot of cardstock. These are 2, let's do it this way so you can see them. 11 by 4 1/4. So this is a full piece of cardstock, but it's cut in half lengthwise. So it's 4 1/4 by 11. I'm going to grab my trimmer, and you can use this our scoring tool also, Simply Scoring tool. But if you have our trimmer, the dark one is the cutting blade. So I'm getting that out of the way, because if I don't know about you, I always, if I don't get out of the way, I'm going to mess it up and cut instead of score. And then I'm going to, let's see, Cheryl says, I need to get using this up before the Christmas one gets here. That's true. That's why I thought I needed to get going too. Plus, can you believe August is over halfway over? Got to start making those Halloween projects now. So the first one, I'm only going to score once. I'm going to score it at 5.5 inches. Oh, and by the way, I don't know when I'm going to post this. It may not be tomorrow. I'll try to get one up tomorrow. If not, it'll be the next day. And I will have all of the sizes on that blog post. So you don't need to write all this stuff down. So that is scored at 5.5. And then we can just go ahead and fold it. And if in case you haven't scored before, the one that's kind of like the mountain part side of the score line is actually the inside of the fold. So whenever I do this, I still make sure that those corners line up, just in case I didn't score it very straight. Oh, there it is. Couldn't find my bone folder there for a second. And I still use that to make sure it's folded really good. So that's ready. Oh, Patty says she started Halloween cards last evening using Spooky Halloween. Isn't it a cute set? I love it. Let's see. Sill's wondering, can you use it in a 12 by 12 shadow box? You could. Oh, no, you're not asking. You're saying you could. You are totally correct. That would definitely look good in a shadow box. I agree. Okay, now this one, I'm still going to score it at 5.5. So go ahead and get that. So both of them get scored at 5.5. But this one is also going to be scored at 2 3/4 inches. So I'm lining that up at 2 3/4. So it's got two. This one, let's see, make sure I'm remembering to do this right. This one gets folded back. So that bottom one goes like this. And then this one goes the other direction. So it's actually the opposite. Okay. So that is what it looks like from the side. Okay. So that's actually a basic accordion card, but this is going to be a double. So these are going to go together. That way you've got a place to put all your messages. Okay. So that is all the scoring I need to do. So get that out of the way. This one comes together really fast. So I'm going to grab all of these pieces. This front one here gets a piece of the Spooky Sweet DSP. This is a 4 by 2.5 inch piece. And let's see, how do I want to do this? Yep, I'm going to go ahead and put this on the card base. Couldn't see my original card. I want to make sure I get that. I'm going to move it here. I don't want you to see it because I want to surprise you. Well, actually, if you already saw the thumbnail if you get my emails, you've already seen pictures of the cards. But I'm going to turn this over and put some seal on here. Ooh, this one's almost gone, but I've got one over here that has plenty, so we'll be good. But do you believe this will run out before the end of the class? But I'm going to use it all. So this is just going to go right here. And you know what? While I am at it, I'm going to take, when it's something big like this and I need to line it up, you could definitely use seal. But I find when I need to line something up so it's covering something up perfectly, I use my multi-purpose glue, because while it's still wet, I can scoot it a little bit. You can't scoot the seal. I'll show you what that means. You probably know what I'm talking about, but if not, you'll know what I am talking about here in just a second when I show you. So I'm going to get some glue across here, and I'll just put some all over here. So this is the back, of this accordion piece right here. And it's going to go make sure that fold is on top. And then I'm going to line this up. And while that glue is wet, I can still kind of get this all lined up and then put some pressure on it. Okay. I'm putting a bunch of pressure. Oh, thanks, Karen, for liking and sharing. I appreciate that. And anybody else that's liking and sharing, I thank you so much. I think I saw somebody else say that too. That helps out so much. I love the more people we can get watching, the better. It's fun with all these different people coming on. Okay, so that is all together. So that's the double easel card. So we've got the first piece and then the second piece is connected together right here. Okay, so that's what you want it to look like. So this is on the front. And then on the inside, this piece right here, that's what I'm going to use, this one that I just cut out. This is that 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece. And I'm just going to use seal now. Oh, is the end. I knew that was about out. I think this one's still good. Oh, yeah, that's good. Plenty on this one. I filled this one up at the craft retreat. Or crop I was at. I don't know if I always say crafting retreat here just in case you guys don't know what a crop is. And this is just going to go right here in the center. like so. So I'm going to make a cute little scene. Now I'm going to grab, let's see, where did I put the other die? Oh, here they are. Here are the die cuts. And I'm going to put the tree. Oh, I need to punch out these little pieces here. I'd forgotten to do that. Okay, I love this tree. Now, I went back and forth on sponging some ink on here, but I really kind of liked it being bright since the rest of it kind of is too. So what I'm going to do, this is going to go on the card like so, but I don't want to get any adhesive up here. So I think I'm going to see this little big section here. I'm not going to go any higher than like halfway up that. That should be just fine. I'm going lower than what I need to. So there's kind of like the halfway point. So I'll go across here, and then I will just put some little pieces. I think I'll even put a little bit here on the bottom, like so. And this is going to go right here on the left side. I don't want the left edge of the tree to get off the side of the card base. It's okay if it goes off the side of the DSP a little bit, but that's pretty good. So I'm going to put it on like so. And now you can see why I didn't want an adhesive up here at the top, because I don't want that to close together. Now, the die, I think I showed you the die. The only die I used was this one. I went ahead and did this ahead of time. And I die cut 2 of these out of this 3x3" piece of basic black. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my silicone mat. Turn these over. You can make such cute Halloween projects with this. I love the images in the stamp set too, but I decided to use the die cuts in the paper. So I'm going to put, actually, I know one of these ends, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and put glue on this just in case it doesn't line up like my first one did. So I'm mainly putting them on these here, but on the 2 ends, I'll do it on these horizontal ones too. You can go all the way across if you want to. I might as well. Okay. And then this one, it's going to go right across here in front of the tree. And what I learned, this last one right here is going to hang off a little bit. I kind of wanted them centered because doing 2 of them makes it a little bit too long. Joan said she only got the DSP, and you can do so many projects with just the DSP. You definitely can with those die cuts. Now I'm going to put some glue on this one the same way. Okay. Oop, I missed that one. So I am barely squeezing this. It's more just coming out, kind of tapping it. And the reason I'm doing the ends, at least with the ones that are going horizontally, I did all the vertical ones, is because I'm going to cut this off and I want to make sure that end stays on there. Now I could have put these right next to each other, but I am going to overlap this last vertical post with the first vertical post of this one. Okay. And hold that down. So, there we go. I didn't get it very straight. That's the nice thing with the glue. I was able to scoot that around till I have it where I want it. Let's see. Crystal says she got on her first real retreat on Thursday. Oh, you've got that. Yeah, you've got one this week, don't you? I remember you talking about that. She's been to Day Crops, so she's really looking forward. It's a full 4 days. That's what we had. It's wonderful. You're going to have so much fun. We hated going home. Those 4 days fly by fast. Okay, so now I am going to cut these ends off. Let's see. Cheryl says she's going to use her arch dies to make headstones. Oh, perfect for behind that fence. That will be perfect. That's a great idea. I've got some smart, creative people on my team. Cheryl's on my team. I love that idea. Ugh. Maybe don't put glue on the end pieces that's sticking to my hand. So I'm just putting my scissors right up against that cardstock. There we go. So now I've got my fence on there. I'm going to grab my little, I guess that's a bat. It's hard to tell. Bats usually don't have a nose like that. I'm not sure what that is, but he's cute. I'm going to turn him over. And I'm going to use black dimensionals just because there's a lot of darker colors on here. And he is going to be put, let's see, grab my take your pick tool. I always use this, the paper piercer part of it, to scoop those off. And he's going to go right down here. He's all happy because he's going trick-or-treating. So there we go. He's right in front of the fence. And then I'm going to go ahead and put all the die cuts on. There's one thing that needs to be stamped. I'm going to put this guy on. And, oh, I'd actually put him on dimensionals too. I couldn't remember. You could definitely put him flat if you're worried about your card getting too fat. I definitely want some top and bottom. Let's just put one in the middle. I think that'll be good. Take the paper backings off here. A toucan. Thank you, Cheryl. I knew that is definitely a toucan. What was I thinking? I'm still trying to catch up on the sleep I didn't get over the weekend. Robin and I stayed up way too late, but it was worth it. We had a blast. Okay. I'm going to put this right here. Yeah, we watched to relax after, like we'd get up in our room. One night was 12:30. One night it was 1:30 in the morning. Then we'd watch the Food Network until we fell asleep. So I'm going to put that on the right side. And I thought I'd go ahead and pop this up. I'm going to use, since the black dimensionals have the regular size and the mini size, I'm going to put 2 minis on this one. Because the regular size one is just a little bit too big. Scoop these up. If I get hold of it. There we go. Well, that one's wanting to be a pain. There we go. Oh, Joan said she thought it was a bat too. Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Oh, Cheryl, he is a bat, but he's dressed up like a toucan. Thank you. That's right. That does look like a mask. So we're both right. Okay, so now I thought I'd put the bat up here. He's flying around the porch. Okay. Now, needs a happy Halloween, though. So I'm going to grab a piece of basic white. This is a 4 1/4. No, I'm looking at 2 3/4 by 1 1/2. I was looking at the wrong sheet. I need to grab, I don't need that messy paper, my Stampin' Pierce mat. I'm doing pumpkin pie ink with a happy Halloween stamp. Robin said she had to take a nap yesterday and today. Yes, I didn't take one today. I'm surprised. Yeah, I definitely took one yesterday. I actually am awake today. I can't believe it. Yesterday I was exhausted. Okay, I'm going to stamp this in the middle of my white piece. See, Melissa says she doesn't make Halloween cards. If I wasn't a demonstrator, I don't know how much I would do it, but I know some people love Halloween. And I like the cutesy Halloween stuff. But this would definitely be a great set for scrapbooking. Like if you've got a little trick-or-treater that you want to take pictures of and use these on a scrapbook page, that would be perfect. Okay, now, that was just way too big. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fussy cut. I'm not worrying about doing it perfectly. I'm going to move, when I have to go around something, I move the paper more. Or actually move the paper and don't move the scissors. Because that gets you a better cut and a little more control. This is really easy to fussy cut. Oh, thanks, Kathy. I'm glad you're liking this. Let's see. Oh, Celia's got a great idea. She said, wouldn't that hippo look cute on a wobble spring? It sure would. That would be adorable. I got to get some more of those. I think I only have one, and I haven't used it. Silly me. I don't know why. Speaking of Robin, she made one with those, and it was so cute. I've got to get those out. I'm going to remember that. I need to make one of those. Okay, so I'm just about done. There we go. And I'm just going to put this on with regular seal. Okay. And it's going to go right up here. Okay, there we go. So we got that done and that done. I do need to do the inside. I almost forgot. I do need to grab this. I forgot to grab a new grid paper, but I like to use them over and over again. So it may not look pretty, but I'm going to grab the bat. Oh, I forgot to tell you to get the bat out if you're making this with me. So you want to get the bat out of the Spooky Halloween. I'm using the Tuxedo Black Memento. Oh, I need to grab that piece of cardstock first, don't I? The inside is just regular 4 by 5 1/4. And I didn't want, you can have the bats on the bottom if you want to. I wanted to look like they are just flying. So I'm just making a little border. Let's see. Right across the top. I have to kind of turn that a little bit to get a little more bats there at the end. There we go. So I've got a little bat border. And I can get this out of the way for right now. Turn this over. Where'd it go? Oh, there's my seal. And this is going to go on the inside. And there'll be just one more step. Oh, yes. Robin says, don't forget googly eyes. That is for sure. Okay. Yep, our group at the retreat we all love googly eyes. There we go. So I can definitely stop here, but I'm not going to because we've got some cute bling that's in part of the suite. These are the Shimmer Star Foam stickers. And I mean, they're, and it's definitely foam. They're not, I'm surprised they call them stickers because they are kind of thick. I mean, it's like the foam that you can buy, the funny foam, I think is what it's called that you can buy. But they call these just purple. This is Petunia Pop in the paper. So it is really close to Petunia Pop, but it's probably not exact. So that's probably where they just say purple. So just black, purple, and white. And I'm going to grab one of each size. That's right. There are 3 sizes. I almost couldn't tell that. So there are 2 rows of large, 2 medium, and 2 small in each color. So here's a large one. And I think I'm going to put it up here. Grab a medium-sized one. Put it here by my sentiment and grab a small one. And put it over here. And I found with these, I think it's a little easier to get them up with this. I normally use this side, but with this foam, I thought it was a little easier to use the paper piercer, but you can use whichever one you want. I think those stars are so neat. I love them. So that is the first card. So this is going to be the door prize for tonight for those of you watching the live. And there's the inside. There's plenty of room to write. And then they can put it on their table. Oops, maybe not. There we go. There we go. The glass mat's a little slippery. But yeah, it's cute. I really like this. It's a nice little scene with he's walking down the sidewalk in front of the house and he's in front of the house. So I hope you like that one. Now the next one is a Christmas one. And it's featuring the Peaceful Garden Suite. This is actually a suite every year, the last few years. Stampin' Up! Does this online event for demonstrators. It's called Creativity Now. It's always in June, and they always give us the option. You don't have to. The option of purchasing a suite that's going to come out in the following September to December mini catalog. So I'm going to show you the paper real quick. Well, actually, I'll show you the bundle. This is the bundle that's in the set. So it's actually the stamp set or greetings. And then you've got these really neat dies to go along with it. So these 2 dies here, there are 2 of them. That's 2 separate ones. Work with the words in here. Then you've got some beautiful doves and some twigs. And these look like little stars. I think these are like little envelopes. I haven't used these yet. Oh, yeah. It'll die cut 2 little envelopes, and you can put them in the beaks of the doves. And then another little twig that they can be holding on to also in their mouths. So what I used both of these dies. And I do believe that's all I used out of this set. Yep. So I used those 2 dies, and I used the Peace on Earth stamp and the Peace, Love, and Joy stamp. Okay, so that's what I used. If you just get the stamp set, it's $19. Just the dice set, it is, gotta look at my cheat sheet, $24. That saving that 10% with the bundle price, it's $38.50. Oh, Terry, I just saw your name pop up. You won. Let me see which one it was. Yeah, this one right here. Last week, but I hadn't heard from you. You're watching on YouTube. If you look down the video description, you'll see my contact me link. If you could click on that and give me your mailing address, I'll get this mailed out to you. I'm glad I saw your name pop up. But thanks. I'm glad you liked the card, the Halloween card. Okay. So that is what I'm using with the bundle. And then there are two things of paper. The first one, who likes glimmer paper? I love glimmer paper. This is the Peaceful Garden glimmer paper. And the colors they give, they're not exact Stampin' Up colors. I think this one almost looks like blueberry bushel. And I can't remember if blueberry bushel's in the DSP or not. But this is just the blue glimmer paper. This one they call dark gray, but it looks really close to Secret Sea to me. So that's one of the colors in there. This one they call a pale green, but it looks a lot like cloud cover. So that's what I think of it as. So there, I forget how many you get in each. I think it's 2 6x6 sheets in each color. So that is the glimmer paper. I love glimmer paper. Yeah, Crystal, I actually she says she didn't know about the envelopes to put in the beaks. That just popped in my head because I've been trying to figure out what to do with those. That was a freak thing popped in my head. I do believe that would work. I think that'll look cute. They can look like carrier pigeons, maybe. Okay, now there's also DSP. Oh, Myra says she loves glimmer paper. I do too. Oh, let's get that out of there. That kind of showed part of the card. Now this is the Peaceful Garden DSP. Love the colors in this. Like I said, I can't remember. I know there's Misty Moonlight and Secret Sea, and that's cloud cover. I can't remember the other colors. But there's that. So this can be used for Christmas. It can be used all year long because like these flowers, actually, let's do it this way. That's kind of sideways, isn't it? So there's that with this side. It's a bunch of little stars. Then we've got this piece with this side. So like I said, this can definitely be used all year long. This is what I'm using on the card. I'm actually using both sides. So there's this one, and I'm also using this side. Let me bring that a little closer so you can see the images. Okay. And there's this one with this side. That's actually the side I should show first, but it's got a lot of pretty leaves. And then there's another one with a bunch of doves. And then this side, a little closer. And last but not least is this one. Yeah, these could make great winter cards. Just anybody that likes blue, which my middle child, Stephanie, she's not a child anymore, loves blue. It's her favorite color. There's this one. And then we're back to the one I just showed you. So that is all going to be coming out with the new mini catalog. And so the first one I did, the spooky Halloween, you can get now. So the Peace on Earth is a little sneak peek of something you'll be able to get in a couple weeks. Okay, so once again, I'm going to be, I don't need that piece anymore. Get rid of that. It's out of the way. I'm going to need the 2 4 1/4 by 11-inch pieces of Misty Moonlight, and it's going to be scored the exact same way. Oh, Melissa says glimmer paper is great. I agree. So is Myra. She loves it. Okay. Oh, Celia was wondering what those envelopes are for. I can't believe that popped in my head. It honestly just did tonight. So I'm kind of proud of myself. Things usually don't pop in my head during a live. So I'm going to line this up at 5.5 inches. And do this one at 5.5. And this one does it 2 3/4. Okay. Yes, Sil said that the DSP would be great for sympathy cards too. And that set even has a sympathy with deepest sympathy, heartfelt prayers. So the set is made for that too. So I totally agree. It's a great bundle to have. So it's one you can use year long. Okay, so once again, that's all the die cutting you need to do. So this one gets folded back and this one goes folded forward. So we get that accordion. Let me get my bone folder out again. Okay, and then this one is just like a regular card. Make sure those corners are lined up so it's going to fold straight for you. Okay, now, yes, I do need to glue. I had to think there for a second. I want to glue these together. So I think it's easier. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to turn this one over. So it's just the straight side. All the folds are facing down. Get that glue on there. Like I said, when I put two big pieces that need to be lined up perfectly, I think it's a lot easier to use glue so you can scoot it around while the glue is still wet. Put a bunch across here. There we go. Oops. And I'm going to line this and make sure that fold is on top. I'm always worried I'm going to put something on upside down. Get this lined up. And I can scoot it a little bit while it's wet. I'm going to kind of turn it over because I think it might be a little easier to see if it's straight. There, now it looks good. So now I'm going to put pressure on there. That way the glue takes hold. Now it's not going to be able to be slide around. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then I'll show you the little twist. This is a piece. Well, actually, let's put all the DSP on first. This is a 4x5 1/4 inch piece. Turn this over. Now I'm just going to use seal. I'm pretty much right now putting this together just like I did the other one. So this is going to go right here in the center. Then the same paper, but I'm going to use this side this time. So once again, this is 4 by 2.5 inches. Get this on. And this will just go right here in the center. So you always make sure that you fold this all back together again so you know what side you're putting on. This one doesn't have anything on it. You can put something there if you want to, but it's really not seen even when it's open too much. So I'm just doing it on the front. Okay, now that that is on, I'm going to grab this piece. This was actually a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 inch piece of that Peaceful Garden Glimmer paper. I used the what they called light green, but like I said, it looks like cloud cover. And then I'm using Stylish Shapes dies. I went ahead and did this ahead of time. I'm going to tell you how to do it. I'm taking the 2 largest circle dies in here, and then I just put them on the cardstock. The glimmer paper. Put the big one down first, then I put the middle one on, and then I took my Post-it tape and put a little bit on there so that would hold in place and ran it through. And this is what die cuts. Now the circle I'll just keep for something else. I'm not using it on this card, but I need the frame. Okay, so that's how you can make a really neat circle frame. So put that over to the side. So that is how I die cut that. Put that over here. Don't know why I have the die cutting machine out. I don't think I'm using it. Let's see here. Oh, yes, I am using it. That's why I'm using it. I got it out here. Okay. Now, I learned something when I made this card. When I'm going to have Peace on Earth showing through here. I'm going to make this go a little bit higher than I did originally because I want to make sure I have plenty of room for my Peace on Earth. So I'm going to hold that down, and that kind of show you can see that fitting in just fine. So this is just for eyeballing. It just kind of helps me with placement. I'm going to grab my die cutting machine. What I thought I didn't need, but I just remembered I needed to because this is something I was not going to do ahead of time because I want you to definitely see how to do this. So for die cutting, you've got the big base platform at the bottom, die plate number 2, and a standard cutting plate number 3. And I'm going to go ahead. Let me do this again. I'm going to lay this down. Okay. See if my Peace on Earth is going to fit. Let me raise up just a little bit more. That's pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is probably going to be a little hard to see. I'm going to grab my pencil. And I'm going to put a little mark up here at the top and a little one here on the sides, like so. Okay. Now, you want to open this up. So open this part up. So I'm opening the bottom part here. So all we have here is this middle section, okay? So I'm going to put it in like so. I'm going to grab of the 2 dies I just used. I'm just going to use the large one. And let's see if I can find. Oh, hi, Melanie. Glad you're here. That's one of my crop peeps. Glad you could make it. Okay, where did I find? I knew this was going to be hard. There's the pencil mark. So I'm going to put this right there. To be honest, I don't really need them on the sides. I'm having trouble seeing those. But I definitely want to know how high up to go. So I'm just going to pop that right there. Okay. Actually go up a little bit past it. because the actual cutting blade is there in the middle. So don't line the top of the die. You can line it up first, then go past it just a little bit, and then center it left and right. And I'm going to put tape on it because I do not want it to move, okay? And I'm going to have to run this through a few times because it's actually going through a DSP layer and 2 layers of cardstock. So it does take a little more going through the machine a little bit. So I put another standard cutting plate on top. I'm going to run this through a few times. There we go. Maybe do it one more time. Okay. Now, while that die is still on, I'm going to turn this over. And I can tell it didn't quite die cut all the way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my clean one down because I don't want to get any die marks on that. I'm turning this upside down. Don't ask me why this works. It just does. I'm going to put my one is all cut up on top this time. So the die is facing down. For some reason, I think it's because it's a different angle. I'm going to put through a couple times. I think it die cut a lot better. Yes, it did. It's a little bit, not too much. I can tell up here hasn't quite so much. So I'm going to go through it one more time. I don't know why the top's not wanting to go. Everything else is die cutting just fine. There we go. I think it's going to punch out. If it doesn't, I will show you a trick. I think it's going to, oh, it's coming out just fine. No problem. Oh, I take that back. There is still a little bit piece here, but I will show you how we can fix it. If we have to, I may not need to. So it definitely took out that paper. Let's see if I can punch this out. Oh, it punched out fine. Never mind. It worked fine. But what I could have done, if one of the layers didn't come out all the way, say just this top one had popped out, this can go right back in place and die cut it out. No problem. But it came out fine. I am tearing just a little bit here. But yeah, that worked fine. So you do have to do it a few times to get through all those pieces, but that's how you can get that window, okay? It's going to be like this. Now I can get this out of the way. I'm all done die cutting. And I need to we need to put the inside in first. So this is a 4x5 1/4 inch piece of basic white. And I wanted to put a little bit of the DSP in. So it's the same DSP as this. So it's 4 by 3/4 inches. At first, I wasn't going to put any DSP in it, but when I got done, I thought, oh, it needs something. So I'm going to put this. Not all the way to the bottom. If you want to go all the way to the bottom, if you make this, you definitely can. I'm going to leave a little bit of a white border here at the bottom. Now, it does look like I might have cut that a little bit too long. So I'm just going to turn this over. Got that little DSP piece that was hanging over. And now I can put this on the inside of the card. Because you got to do this part before you stamp the piece on earth on it. So I'm going to put this right here. Okay. And I'm going to close this like so. I am still going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. Grab my piece on earth. I'm going to use Secret C. It's one of the new in colors. Ink that up. And by the way, forgot about reminding you of don't forget about the new ink, new in colors that are on sale. They're all 15% off. So they're the 2025 to 2027 in colors. Almost anything, just about everything that we sell that has one of these, at least one of these colors in them, is 15% off. So there's DSP, the cardstock, the ink pads, the ink refills. I think the only thing I definitely know is not part of it is that big scrapbooking retreat set. I can't remember the name of it, but it had the $250 event thing. You can still purchase that, and then you'll get access to the Facebook page for that. But I can't remember what it's called, but it was a big all year type thing, and you would do a 2-page layout for each month of the year is what it was. So I've got this. So that's the only thing I know it's not in the sale. But if you see anything with any of the 2025 to 2027 in colors in it, it's 15% off till the end of the month. So I am closing this up because that's going to help me see where I want to stamp that piece on earth. And this is going to be a lot better than my original because I'm actually have plenty of room. I got it to fit, but it was pretty tight. So there we go. So you can still see the piece on earth. And this is going to go on So I want it to line up with that. So it's actually, since this was made with the largest circle, so is this. So it's actually going to almost fit inside that circle right there. Okay. Might even put up just a little bit higher so that we can still see that piece on earth. So it's going to go on like so. So I know about where I want the glue to be. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to use my pencil a lot on this one. I'm going to put a little line here and a little line here. Get my silicone mat out, and I'm going to grab my multi-purpose glue and put this across here. Just go up to that pencil mark. And then I'm going to look at this over too, make sure I'm going to put my fingers right where those pencil marks are. So I've got an idea where that's at. Then line it up once again in that circle. A little bit up. Okay. Then hold this down, put pressure on it so that glue gets in there really good. Oh, Syl says Secret C is her new favorite color instead of black. I you know what? I totally am with you there. I love this color. It's gorgeous. And hold that down. That's got it on. So I didn't have any glue up at the top. I see the pencil mark just a little bit, but not much. I might erase it later, but I'm not going to worry about it. See how that turned out? That's pretty cool. Now, that is the twist. We've got a little window in this one. The regular double easel card, you don't have a window. And that just kind of makes it line up. I think that's pretty cool. But this is the one I saw Sue Moore do. Now she made her circle just like this one. She used the second largest circle, and then she made another frame just like this one and put it on there. But I decided on mine. I actually did that as because I was going to do it just like her. And then I did the large die by accident and I ended up liking it that way. So I decided not to put 2 frames on it. I thought one was good for this card. Now hers, it looked really neat having the 2. So just whatever you want to do. Okay, so that goes there. Now I'm going to grab, there's a piece of basic white. This is the a 4 1/4 by 2 1/4 inch piece. And I used those 2 dies. I think I showed you those. Told you which ones. These 2 right here. I used both the doves. And I've already die cut those out. I'm going to grab this one. But this kind of shows how it fits in that paper if you make these later. So there are those. I'll have all the pieces ready. This is a piece that is 4 by 1/2 inch. Let's see. Crystal says, oh, she's using the Secret C instead of black also. And Cheryl says, wonder if we can use the tags from this set for the opening. You definitely could. I thought about doing that, but I really like the circle frame, but you could definitely do that. I toyed with that idea too. I'm glad you brought that up because I think it would work. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp my peace, love, and joy. And I'm going to put that right across the center. There we go. Oh, and Cheryl, by the way, we're talking about the crafting retreat. I wish you could have gone. You had mentioned it in the comment last week, and I totally didn't see it till later that you almost got to come. So maybe next year. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to put some seal on here. And I'm going to put this right across the bottom here. I'm going to have each end line up with the edges of the DSP. Oh, and DSP is designer series paper. I always try to say that at the beginning of the video for people that don't know the initials. There's so many abbreviations in life, sometimes you don't know. So that's what DSP is, just short for designer series paper. Okay, now I wanted to put this dove right here, but I don't want any glue at the top. So I'm just going to put a little bit, you know what, let me think. Did I try to think if I want to use glue? I think I am going to use glue. You can definitely use seal. Once again, I kind of liked it about right here. I don't want it to cover up my earth. Let me look at my original here. I forgot it's placed a little different now that it's up higher. So yeah, we'll just put, I'm going to see if I can like this. This is going to be more up here. Oh, that looks fine. So I liked the birds being close to the earth. It kind of, his beak and everything kind of goes perfectly right there. So on my original, I've got it down a little lower because the piece on earth was lower, but I think I'm going to put it up a little bit higher. So I don't want anything on the body. So it's going to mainly, oh, and I don't want it to go too far. There we go. So mainly on this bottom wing and right here and a little bit on this one here. So the very tip of this one. So I'm going to turn this over, bring my silicone mat. So I said, I definitely want a little glue down here. If I can get it to come out. There we go. And a little bit on the tip top of this one. And this one I'm going to put on this entire, the larger wing, put glue all over that. I'm going to bring this over again. I'm not making it very thick. If I have too much of a glob, I can take a little bit off on my silicone mat and I can rub that off later once it's dry. And I don't want the wings to go over the edge. If they go over just a little bit, that is definitely okay. It's still going to fit in your envelope. Okay. And, oh, what was I thinking? Hold on a minute. I do not want it on there. I wanted it only on here. So we're going to make this work different. Forget what I just said. When that dries, which it's pretty much dry, now I'm going to use my adhesive remover and I'll be able to get that off of there. I am going to want to put this down a little lower. I'm going to improvise here. That's what, right. Okay. I'm going to put, I'm just going to use my seal now. You would think I would have remembered this. I just made it over the weekend and I will rub that off once it's dry too. So you don't want any glue on this top wing, just the body and the bottom. That's right. Because I wanted this to be on and not the very tip. So not the very tip top of this one. I knew there's one I didn't want any glue on the tip top because I don't want it to stick on this because I wanted this one to be on the front when it's open. I almost forgot about that part. Oh, Mary Catherine was wondering about that. Yep, I messed up. But I can fix it. Like I said, this is almost dry now. I can just take my adhesive remover and get that off completely. So that is why you just want to watch the video first, because if I mess up, I can hurry up and tell you how to do it right. So there we go. So you definitely want that at the bottom. Now, this guy is going to go up here, and I want him on the back piece. Okay, so that one, I'm just not going to put any on the tips of the wings. I'm going to mainly center. I'm going to put adhesive here on the center and maybe a little bit here on the base of the wings, and that should be plenty. And then it's going to go right here. Kind of angle it a little bit because I don't want it to go over the edge of the cardstock, but I still want to see my piece and join them. Okay, if I see a little bit of it at the bottom of the frame. There we go. Thanks, Marva. I'm glad you liked that. Now I still have a little bit more to do, but there we go. So we've got the inside done. And you see, if it wasn't on there, that piece on earth and the inside was just looking plain. So that's why I added this. I liked how that turned out. So that's the inside. And then it closes up here. The piece on earth is still showing here. And then it shows on the front too. Okay. Now I've got some bling. What's in this suite? These are called Hues of Blue Flowers. And it's, I can't remember if they actually say, I think they do. This is Cloud Cover, Misty Moonlight, and Secret Sea. And I decided to use the Cloud Cover. Any of these would work, but I'm going to use the Cloud Cover. And I'm using 2 of each size because each color has the large and the small. So I'm going to grab, I do believe that's what I used. Let me look at my original. Yes, it is. So I'm going to grab a large one here and put it right here close to my frame. I mean, I try to think, I might have liked the putty better with this one. If I got to have the putty out right, there we go. And I'm going to put a small one next to that and get some more putty out here. Then I did another large one. And I'm going to put it up here. And then grab a small one. What did I do with the small one? Oh, I know what I did. I think that's where I would have put it anyway if I couldn't find it. I'm going to put one right here because I thought we needed a little something on the inside of the frame here. But you can put them wherever you want to. But there we go. So we've got a couple of embellishments here, one here, and then one up here. So I didn't quite make a triangle, but it's kind of a little bit of a triangle. But that is the last card. So that's the variation having a little window in it. So I hope you enjoyed that card. But definitely don't put your bird up here. You want it down here. So that way it can be on the bottom, on the front part. And you've got this card there. There, I'll just lay it like that because that kind of shows you, because it'll go on when you put it on a shelf or something, it'll stand up like that. There we go. So let me grab my Halloween one. Okay, I really love it how we've got those scenes in the DSP, and then we can add little die cuts to it. He is so cute. There we go. I'm definitely gonna have to try a bobble, one of those bobble pieces on there. That will look cute. Okay, that is it for tonight. But we've got some door prizes, so don't leave yet. Remember, if you live in the United States, I'll pop this up real quick, and want to be part of the door prize drawing, then tonight's door prize winner will win this card right here. Make sure you put hashtag door prize. If you've already done it at the beginning, anytime during the video, you don't have to do it again. But if you came in late and you want to get win this card, then just do hashtag door prize, just like you see there on the screen, because the program is the one that pulls all the comments in the drawing. It has to be typed in just right so it recognizes it. And those of you watching the replay, oh, thanks, Melanie. Thanks, Anne. Thanks, Debbie. Oh, hi, Debbie. I just saw your name. I'm glad you like the layout. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks, Cheryl and Robin. Okay. Good, Melanie. I was hoping you get the hashtag door prize in there because I knew you came in a little late. Okay, so there is that. So do the hashtag door prize. And those of you watching live, you get 2 chances. So if you don't win this one tonight, in next week's live, which is always at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesdays, you'll get put in the drawing for this, and I'll announce the winner for this next week because I want my replay people to be able to watch, because I know not everybody can come on watching live. It's hard to get. I know how life is. You're so busy. It's hard to get everything done. So if you can watch the replay, you've got until noon next Tuesday, which is the 26th, I do believe. Yes. Oh, that's my brother's birthday. So if you get it in by noon Eastern time on August 26th, so this next Monday, you'll get put in the drawing for this, and I will put you in that wheel that I used at the beginning of the video. If you don't type it in just right for the replay, no big deal, because I'm the one that puts your names in there. I'll know what you mean. But here during the live tonight, you're going to want to make sure you get it in just right. Oh, thanks, Mary Catherine. She said thumbs up. I appreciate that. So yeah, if you liked the video, thank you for commenting, or you can also hit the like button. On Facebook, you've got a bunch of different other buttons you can hit. But I'd love to see those. That helps that wonderful algorithm everybody talks about. That'll get my video out to more people. So I appreciate that. Oh, thanks, Terry. I'm glad you like both the cards. Okay. Oh, yeah. And Terry said, don't forget thumbs up. Thank you. Okay. So that, I think I've seen, I will go back and look at all the comments because I'm not going to be rushing around getting ready for a crafting retreat. So I have time to look at these afterward. We got done pretty good time. So I'm going to go ahead, put this to the side because that's the one that we're going to draw for next week. So this is one we'll draw here in a few minutes. There is a major delay between me talking and you finally seeing it. So I'm going to tell you about my thank you gifts now to give everybody a chance to do their hashtag door prize. So let me get my little ticker going here. There we go. Now you've got until next Monday, the end of the day, your time zone. So if you're in Pacific time by midnight your time, next Monday, which is August 25th, if you place a $60 order, so all the 2 prices I'm going to put out there, tell you about, it's after you redeem any Stampin' rewards you might have earned. So if you use any rewards and you don't reach the $60, you'll have to add a little more to get there. But it's after you take off your rewards and before shipping and tax. So you want to reach $60 to get the kits to make these 3 cards, and you'll get to make 2 of each. So those were the cards from last week's class. It's using the artistic leaves. If you don't have that stamp set, you can use whatever you want, any stamp set. If you've got another fall set, whatever you want to use that you can use. Oh, thanks, Melanie. She said she shared it to Carrie and Maria. Thanks. Okay. Oh, thanks, Patty. Oh, Patricia, I'm glad you like them. So these are what the kits look like. I give you enough to make 2 of those cards, plus you get the embellishments, enough of the embellishments. These are the metallic gems, I do believe what they're called. So I will give you 2 rows of those, and you'll have a few left over once you get done making these cards. So that's a $60 order after rewards and before shipping and tax gets added on. Okay. Now, if you bump it up to $110 order, you'll get this, plus you will also get this. This is a pack of retired DSP. They're 6x6 pieces, so you get 24 sheets. So it's a nice assortment. This is just an example. And it will come in this nice, it's a thick Ziploc bag, so you'll be able to store it. So I will give you that. So it's just from my stash. So it's 24 6x6 sheets, and they're all double-sided. So that's with the $110 order. You get all of this, the card kits plus this. And once again, that is after the rewards are taken off and before the shipping and taxes added on. And whenever my thank you gifts do start, they always last 2 weeks when I do them. So you've got that 2 weeks to place orders. So if you do a couple orders, during those 2 weeks, then I add those 2 orders up to determine what thank you gifts you get. Sorry about that. My throat dried up again. Okay. So that's how my thank you gifts work. If you want to see my thank you gifts page to get all the information, if you're watching on YouTube, you can find the thank you gifts link down below in the video description. On Facebook, my online store, the thank you gifts page, any links that I talked about, you'll be able to find up under that learn more button. So just click on the learn more button and you'll find all the links there. Okay. Done with thank you gifts. So now it's time for the door prize drawing for tonight. So here is this. Get my trusty Post-it notes out and my pencil. Got to get my raffle going here. All right. Okay, now it's set up. I meant to do that earlier, but it doesn't take long. Okay, so I'm going to count to 3. I think everybody's got their hashtag door prize. And Melanie, just in case you didn't see Robin's post, she says, tell Carrie and Maria hello. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click start. So 1, 2, 3, go. Congratulations, Dana. I definitely have your address. She's one of my local gals. So congratulations, Dana. I'm going to get this off. Hi, there we go. So congratulations, Dana. So the 2 people that won here tonight, I have your addresses. So you guys are set. So I'll get that mailed out to you sometime this week. Okay, that is it. I'm going to switch back to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I had a lot of fun making these cards. I actually made these during that retreat I was talking to you guys about. So Melanie and Robin have already seen them probably, but this is what I made over the weekend. A few of the things I made over the weekend. Between all our talking, we had a lot of talking and eating to do too. So I see a bunch of congratulations. And I'm sure I missed comments. Like I said, I will go back and read them. On YouTube, I always explain this for the people that have come on for the first time, that you're actually commenting on the thing called a live chat here during the live. Once the live's over, I can't comment on that live chat anymore. So if you had a question and I missed your question throughout the video, I will answer it under the regular comments below the video. So whenever you're watching a recorded video, if you know where the comments are, just go to that section and that'll have the answer. But I have a hard time seeing all the comments when I'm making the cards. So hopefully I didn't miss anything. Facebook's a lot easier. I'll just reply directly to your comment and with the answer. And if I don't see if I don't get it, if you can't find the answer, you can also contact me. So on YouTube, click the contact me link in the video description with your question. And Facebook, you can just message it to me. But Facebook, I'll be able to reply to your comment. So, let's see here. Terry said, woohoo. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Mary Catherine. I'm glad you like the cards. I see a bunch of congratulations. Okay. And I'm sure some more comments will pop up as soon as I turn it off. Like I said, there's always like sometimes it is a 2-minute delay, at least a minute delay. So, what was I going to say? If there is a delay, so if a comment pops up and I missed it, I'm sorry. So I will, like I said, I will read them as soon as the video is over. So you guys have a great week. I will see you again next Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. And make sure, if you aren't on my email list, make sure you sign up. There is a link down below in the video description to sign up to my newsletter. Can't remember if you might have to click the one that says my social media links if I don't have just a single link to it. If you click on the social media link one, you'll find the email to sign up for my newsletters. On YouTube, on Facebook, you find it under the Learn More button. and sign up to get my newsletters, and you'll know when I start doing the paper shares. I'm at least doing paper shares, but I'll be emailing everybody in the next day or two, and I will definitely talk about it in the live next week to give you all the prices. Oh, hi, Cindy from Central Indiana. Glad you're here. Got a few Indiana people on here tonight. So I will see you guys all next week, and take care of yourselves. Stay dry, cool, wherever you are. I'll see you later. Bye.